This video is brought to you by Sharp Crisp Clean Handmade Bowtie Company. Live sharp, stay crisp, look clean. Head over to the store now to check out some products, guys.
Alright, so the Tournament of Power is over. Ultra Instinct is mastered and Jiren felt it for the first time, and we don't know how long. We don't know nothing about this man training. We don't know where I'm coming from. But we do know that Goku finally put some work on this guy for the first time in God knows how long. Like, he was stressed out. We never hear a peep out of this guy until Ultra Instinct got mastered. So, what have to say about it? DG, what's poppin'?
I want to start out by saying, I know everybody that was watching these episodes thinking the same shit when we saw Frieza pop up. Like, where the fuck you been? Dog, you been playing spades? What you been doing? You ain't hear none of these explosions? You just taking naps? But of course, both him and Android come in the last second, and them come to Goku's aid as he was falling off. There was no other way this was going to happen. He was on his way down, unless an angel jumped out of the stands to grab Goku and bring him back up. The only way we survived that was either Frieza or Android. Although I thought Android was self-destructive. So it was a good surprise to see the Android come back out. And Frieza, we knew it was only a matter of time before he came back. So it was just good to see Frieza and Android pop back up and save the day, so to speak.
Yeah, man. We thought Frieza was done. I think everybody kind of want to hate Frieza since the Frieza saga because he's just such an asshole. But Frieza, I think everybody agree. Frieza and 17 came through clutch this tournament, and Android 17 is without a doubt the MVP. Like, nobody can argue with that. And Goku puts in work and with Ultra Instinct, so now having these two, they're some of the biggest powerhouses of Universe 7. So just having them as a backup was definitely good. Frieza recovered his stamina off the top of fucked him up, like, and he needed that. Frieza needed to get humbled real quick. Like, Frieza might run shit in Universe 7 as a bang guy, but over here in Universe 11 with Toppa, Gods of Destruction, Jiren, like, it's a different situation. So it's nice to see Frieza humble, but it's also nice to see that he's kind of like Goku in a lot of ways. Like, him don't stop. He's ready to fight the next guy. He's just as prideful, and in a lot of ways 17 is just like that too. So it was damn refreshing to see two strong ex-villains come back ready to tackle the bad guy on Goku's behalf, because Goku's fucked up obviously from the repercussions of Ultra Instinct. So, you know, it was good to see. Just you felt comfortable seeing just two strong guys ready to tackle Jiren, and Frieza called him out and was like, look, you know, you're power not that, I don't sense that irrefutable power that I had before, so I think I can take it right now. And 17 felt the same way, because, you know, 17 was coming through, like, from the jump. He was the first person to hurt Jiren. And you just feel comfortable with these two guys ready to go. Nice backup for Goku after recovering from Ultra Instinct.
And obviously we want to keep in mind that we know that Jiren took on these people no problem earlier in the tournament, but know that Jiren is somewhat damaged by Ultra Instinct and making it realistic that a fully recharged Golden Frieza and somewhat refurbished Android 17. I can't say refurbished, is that my sheet, right? Somewhat refurbished Android 17 is back, and still we take both of them to fight an exhausted, freshly Ultra Instinct battled Jiren. And one thing I liked what they did with this episode with Frieza's character, they kind of reaffirmed him as Lord Frieza by bringing Jiren down a notch. Because, you know, Emperor Frieza, he's a sadistic kind of psychological warfare guy before him kill you. So him talk a lot of shit before him off you. But before that, never used to work on Jiren, because Jiren used to just like, well, whatever, and flicking with his like finger or something and just off him. But because the power level difference is kind of equalized by Jiren's fatigue coupled with Frieza's recovery, he's able to kind of enforce his natural fighting style, which is psychological battle in addition to physical battle. So him talk shit to Jiren, kind of piss him off. What happened to that poker face? What happened to that straight face you always do? You kind of stressed right now, huh? You kind of stressed right now, huh? This ain't no easy fight, huh? That's really what you see in this scene, and I loved it because it kind of is symbolic of the re-emergence of Frieza, the conqueror, Frieza, the contender, Frieza, the one that demands respect from anybody in battle, because he's usually in that category of strength, you know? So, interesting scene here. What you think about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like Frieza is used to being the top notch. It wasn't until Goku came along with his attitude and his hubris to think that he could tackle him in general. Because before Goku, Frieza was the number one. So here he is now, Universe 7 in this tournament, and Goku is still number one, but Frieza hasn't really had time to shine. And I like the fact that I'm showing being Lord Frieza. I like what you said earlier, Lord Frieza, like just him being a master manipulator. He has no morals, no qualms, none of that bullshit. Like all he's interested in is killing you and humiliating you while he's doing it. So for the first time, we get to see Frieza actually bring out that personality onto Jiren, who is not used to that. He's not used to anybody talking down to him, can just blast you away a second. So the fact that Frieza is here getting under his skin means that Ultra Instinct did its job, and now it's Frieza's turn to kind of step in and, you know, finish up however he can. And it affects him. That kind of talking affects your confidence, unless you're just a battle hardened like type person. But even so, Frieza still have a way of just getting on his skin. Like, he's one of my favorite characters. You know, a lot of people hated him in Frieza's saga, but this time we'll actually get to see Frieza's personality shine. And I think that's good. Like, it really adapt his character, and it make you want to see more of him after the tournament. Like, if Super come back later after the movie, I hope that they bring him back with some special arc showing how he does his thing.
You see, I like the relationship contrast between the first and the second best in Universe. What are 11? The first and the second best in Universe 11 versus the first and the second best in Universe 7. It's complete opposite. In Universe 11, the strongest is Jiren, and that is the asshole, insensitive, non-brotherly dude. In Universe 6, Goku is the strongest dude, but he is the brotherly, I love you, I'll do anything for you, what do you need kind of guy. So Vegeta is the second strongest in Universe 6, and he's the asshole. So Vegeta essentially is Jiren, and Goku is essentially Topper. And Topper's personality is kind of, he's always been supportive. I disagree with you on the fact that he's not uplifting of his team. I think he was team oriented with the foundation of justice or whatever the hell they call it. But I think Topper is just being who he is. Supportive, complimentary, uplifting. The complete opposite of Jiren. Jiren don't care about that feelings and all that shit. He don't care about that. He just care about domination, and I believe that justice is determined through power, which is true in most cases in life. It's not about whether you're right or wrong. It's about whether who can decide if you're right or wrong. Like, I don't care. The Supreme Court don't care if a local court down there in South Florida thinks something is wrong. If they say this is what it is, this is what it is. So that's the premise. Kind of Jiren live on him and live through power, and then that determines his virtue. Versus Topper, him stand for what is right and what is wrong. That's the idiom of justice, right? What's right and what's wrong. All right. So as the final fight drug on, Frieza handling Jiren along with Android 17 working together. Obviously, we know that wasn't going to be just a complete domination. There's going to be some drama. Eventually, Jiren woke up and realized, I'm not soft. I'm still gonna knock these people off. Like, get out of his feelings and let's just get back to work power. So of course, Goku had to be the symbolic savior, as he's always been in the final episode of Dragon Ball Super, to come back one last time when he's just dead, has nothing in his body, right? To save the day yet again. But one thing I really like about this scene when you come back to help them is, again, you're just showing the evolution of the Goku that we've always known versus the Goku who exists at the end of this tournament, and that's the old Goku we know don't care. Him just want to bang. Him just want to fight. Him don't care. Him want to fight everybody by himself. Let's push our limit. X, Y, and Z. Blah blah and blah. But in this scene, him actually chastise Frieza for any suggestion of any individual fighting attempts against Jiren. He's like, you really Frieza? You want to? We've all been past our limits today already. You want to just lose and get your raise? That's what you all do. You all lose. That's the first time I've ever heard Goku suggest anything about working together for the common good. usually Goku will take a man on by himself, and that's it. Like him and Frieza, it was an agreed upon. Like, yo, we'll have to work together to fight Jiren. Or it was agreed upon. I don't think it was said out loud. This is the first time I actually hear Goku say it out loud. Yo, we already been past our limits. That shit's whack. Let's just work together and let's finish this. So I thought it was a good evolution of the character, Goku the selfish warrior, into Goku the acting captain, since Gohan was technically the captain, which is bullshit, by the way. He's the acting captain, directing the ship, saying, yo, I've worked to get ours, we're done. I've already been in Ultra Instinct for like the last 3-4 episodes, even though it's supposed to be 30 seconds. It's been the last 3-4 episodes. I'm tired, so let's just work. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that, and there are parts of this I agree with and parts I disagree with. One, Goku, yeah, he's always always ready to fight somebody by himself, but Goku has given up that singular mentality of, oh, I'm fighting by myself, when he fights people who really can't fight by himself. Like, for example, Broly. In the Broly movies, like, I know Broly is outside of like super canon, but there have been instances where Goku kind of like reached for people's help. Vegeta, Trunks, Gohan. Sometimes when really can't do it by himself and just want to beat this guy and be done. But in the spirit of this tournament, I get what he's saying. Like, he's always done this by himself. He pushes limits by himself, and don't want to recover his stamina on anybody else's merit but himself. But this time, I think after Ultra Instinct tool like kind of showed itself, he was like, look, I can't do this shit by myself. I need somebody to step in and help me. So if them can step in and help me after being almost blown up and fucked up by Toppo, respectively, 17 and Frieza, then I should be able to push through this Ultra Instinct fuck up and just jump in real quick and save them. But yeah, it was good to see it. And you know, we forget I don't know how this happens, but everybody on the observing stands, like Beerus and all them, can hear what them saying on the stage. Like, from our perspective, it seems so far away, but based on the episode, you can hear them responding in the stands to what them saying on the fighting stage. So Jiren is hearing what Goku is saying right now, and everybody in the stands, Beerus, the Angels, etc., and Zeno-sama and Grand Priest and all them, are hearing everything that's being said by Goku right now. So Goku is there after being beat down by Ultra Instinct, jump back in and saying loud and clear for Jiren to hear, look, you know, I'm here to help you guys. I thought you guys could handle it, but we need to help each other right now if we're gonna beat Jiren. There's no other way. It's just teamwork. Like, above all else, despite his Saiyan instinct to fight by himself and his pride as a Saiyan, Goku is not above just being a team player and just making sure that we just win the damn fight, irrespective of all the pride and everything else.
Now we'll have Jiren back to his normal self. That's how you can tell Goku and Jiren are building a bond, because before, when Goku was out of it and was just fighting Frieza and Android 17, he was on the floor moping, I guess I'm not strong enough, I guess I'm not as strong as I used to be, or thought I was, it's not worth fighting for. And then Goku pops back up, breaks through his barrier, and he's smiling and enjoying himself again. That's how you can tell that Jiren is driven by certain things. He's driven by power and competition, and somebody that he knows that can push him and bring the best out of him. There's no way he can go from being sat on the ground on 2 knees and now I'm just getting barrier broken through, and now he's smiling like him just won the lotto, just because Goku is back there. And of course, as soon as the scene that him just standing there looking swole as hell smiling, you just see him say, Goku, Son Goku, you stand before me again. Like, in whatever Japanese accent you want to say. Point is, Jiren fucks with Goku heavy. He's an adversary, but it's clear at the end of the Tournament of Power that he has a deep respect for him, that he actually acknowledges at the end of this episode. So it's just funny to see Jiren shift between being depressed on the ground and then back on his feet smiling when Goku is back up battling him. And he's still going against 3 adversaries. That's how you know Jiren might be, the Saiyan race and Jiren's race might be descended from the same universe explosion that Zeno-sama said. You never know, because they have similar traits.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely. And don't forget that Jiren already complimented Goku right before Ultra Instinct fucked him up, where it was like, Proud Warrior Son Goku, this is not how I wanted this to end, but you might not see him, he might not exist anymore, but you will live on in my memories. He already earned Jiren's respect, but I think he's smiling right now because he thought he was done. Like, for the first time, I think he had a revelation in his life. For the first time in his life, he actually found strength within himself from others since his trauma that made him become the kind of person that just chases his strength in general without help from anybody else and just building his strength by himself. I think for the first time since that trauma, he felt his power grow because of the need of others. And I think that's why I'm smiling right now. Because otherwise, why else is he smiling? He's literally outnumbered. He doesn't have the strength that he had before. The only logical reason I can see why he's smiling right now is because he never expected his strength to just come out of nowhere just now based on Toppa's speech. Like, you trust is Universe 7's idea of trust is seeping into him, and I think that he's running with it, and I think he's going to be a better fighter because of it in the future. Definitely.
Yes, I know, like, Goku working with Frieza in cohort is supposed to be something we're desensitized to because they're on the same team in the Tournament of Power. So the idea of them working together is implied in this whole Tournament of Power. But to see both of them team up to take on the strongest warrior in the Tournament of Power, I think holds some significance to the viewers of Dragon Ball, just because we know the history of them. From day one, we've been trying to see what the real outcome of Goku versus Frieza should have always been. They've been battling since Planet Namek, beat him there, come back to Earth to kill him, then try another Super Saiyan kill him because him come to kill Goku, and then him come back again, and then him kill him with Super Saiyan Blue. So Goku and Frieza's battle and beef has been long documented in Dragon Ball Z, coming through Dragon Ball Super, and it's probably going to extend into Dragon Ball Ultra. Alright, so the significance of seeing them working, just two of them, to take down an opponent is symbolic, and it's just it was a shock factor for us. But they're on the same team in the tournament, so why is this a shock factor? But to see them doing it together on the screen is what really added to this episode. It's only right that the two, aside from Vegeta, the strongest characters in the history of just the Dragon Ball Z team, working together, form an adversary to take down Jiren, who's not technically an adversary because he's a good guy. He really should be Jiren on Goku versus Frieza if you want that technical, but it's just good to see that this had to happen in order to win the tournament, and I couldn't have chose a better combination to end the tournament, because Android 17 and Goku working together is kind of anticlimactic. They don't have a history of beef. If you remember, Android 17 never even got to fight Goku in the Cell Saga. He got to absorb prior to him being able to. So it's not really a big deal if Goku and Android 17 had come together as one to take down the really strong good guy Jiren. No, Frieza and Goku working together was a better close to the tournament. I think was the most fitting. How you feel about it?
Yeah, definitely, it's true. A lot of people want to see Vegeta be the one to fight with Goku to take him down, but I think Vegeta has kind of proven himself to be a good guy now, so I think personally that it would have been less impactful, if Vegeta was the one to fight with Goku, because Vegeta has been fighting with Goku for the last 6-something episodes. So the whole idea behind Universe 7's strength is the trust. So the fact that Goku had that pep talk with Frieza in front of Jiren knows that Frieza is Goku's enemy. He's not stupid. We kind of figure it out. And now he's fighting with Goku against him. Like, that's powerful to Jiren and to storytelling in general. And separate and apart from that, Frieza, people forget that Goku already gave Frieza props for being a genius fighter. When he first fought Frieza with Super Saiyan Blue, he was like, I don't know if people remember this, but there's a scene where he was like, you know what, this took me years of blood, sweat, and tears to reach this level, and you caught up in months. Like he trained and became Golden Frieza and caught up to Super Saiyan Blue level in a couple of months. Goku did take years to get Super Saiyan Blue strength. So it's definitely fitting that he worked with Goku in this scene. I think that it's the best way to go. 17 is already on Goku's side. It's just more powerful to see the evil Emperor Frieza, who hates everybody in Universe 7 except for himself, fighting with his most hated foe against the strongest of Universe 11 to win this tournament. I think it was the best way to go, and I love seeing Frieza and Goku work together and have good chemistry and know each other fight. So Frieza stepping in and just tackling Jiren with Goku was definitely the best way to go. And 17 as a backup. I don't know why 17 had to be the backup. He has excessive stamina. It doesn't run out. So he actually should have been in the fight too. But I think from a storytelling standpoint, yeah, it was best to have Frieza fight with Goku. And it was nice to see Frieza have different moves on Goku, different ways of his martial arts are different, his ki blast seems to be a little bit different. So yeah, it's nice to see, definitely. And more importantly, Jiren saw it. Jiren overheard a conversation about him being not on the team. He's actually evil, but trust brings them together to fight a common foe, to bring out the strongest amount of effort they can bring to beat Universe 11. That to me is one of the best parts of this tournament, definitely.
Alright, so of course it was great to see Goku and Frieza work together, historical adversaries to get the job done. Okay, so now that the job is done, Goku and Frieza knocked them off. It's so funny to see Universe 11 hurt. I know they're do-gooders, but at the end of the day they're enemies, so they can kick rocks. But the clone was always just arrogant, talking about Jiren, this why Jiren is the best, he can't be defeated. He looks so hurt when he's about to get erased. You gotta look on his face like when your boss call you in for a meeting. Like, hey Todd, you got a second? Yeah, I'm coming in. That's how the clown looked, dog. Just look hurt. Him Captain says thank you. I'm just so stressed out it's about to be erased. But my one thing that I find interesting about this scene, Brian, is the fact that in the face of pending erasure, Goku hops over that little terrace that them hop over and say, yo, Jiren, I want to see you again. He ain't have to say no homo because he got kids and everything, but Goku be having intimate relationships with his adversaries. It's so weird. It's like, Goku, you just battle buddy, right? Like, Goku's always super friendly with strong people. He treats them like gems. Like him don't run to them often, so him just want to be nice to them, so I just spar with them later. That's how Goku act. But I thought it particularly interesting how him said, him go over to Jiren and say, I want to see you again. As if the man not about to get erased right now, you know what I'm saying? Like him expect this erasure to be undone. I thought that was kind of interesting, as if him know like the moral fiber of his team, and more than likely was going to use the wish to bring them back. We didn't even know if the Super Dragon Balls could have done that anyway. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense that universe-sized Dragon Balls could do that, but Goku was just speaking like, it's a done deal, I'm gonna see you again, even though I know you about to get erased, so it's all good, I'm not worried about it. That kind of told me that kind of foreshadowed the wish to come, to be honest. So when they're about to get erased here, I thought it was really telling that Goku said, don't worry about it, I'm gonna see you later, don't worry about it. I'm gonna come check you later, we gonna battle again, don't worry about it. That's what I got from this scene. How about you?
Yeah, first of all, that bit with the clone, that was funny as fuck. It's true.
He looked
so stressed out, so butthurt. He was talking shit the whole tournament.
He didn't even say thank you. It was just
no, thank you, nothing. I mean, the closest he gave was like, Jiren did well. I never expected him to say that shit. But that grin he gave in the Ultra Instinct episode, like, where it was just sure that Goku was going to lose when it was on that little piece of ledge and Jiren was hitting with the punches before he mastered it. Mm-hmm. Like, it was just so fucking cocky the whole damn tournament. And to see him just, shit, I'm surprised he didn't say something right here. It was like, thank you, Jiren, like, we lost, about the race. Fuck you under the quiet, but still thank you. Like, you still put on a decent, good fight. Like, nobody could have predicted Ultra Instinct. I mean, think about it. If you're the clone, you're walking into this tournament with so much confidence. Like, I see Jiren's power. There's no fucking way we are going to lose this shit. No one is stronger than Jiren. I can't even beat him, and I'm a god of destruction. And then all of a sudden, a Universe 7 Saiyan, Son Goku, 40 years old, come out of nowhere and just pull out Ultra Instinct, some shit that he's been studying with his angel for God knows how long, thousands of years, probably millions. There's no way he could have predicted it. So you can understand his hubris and his just cockiness. But even now, like, come on, dog. You saw Ultra Instinct. It's not an angel teaching you. It's a Saiyan showing you full power Ultra Instinct. At least have a little bit of humility and say, you know what? Thank you, Jiren. Like, we really didn't know that this shit was gonna happen. Like, we appreciate the fact that you could even just bang with this guy for 5 minutes, dog. Like, thank you. Toppo and Dispo, I think were more appreciative. Even the Kashin, this fuckboy Kashin, like it's just so nice to see him just humbled. Although back in the day in Dragon Ball Z and them, you saw the bad guys get humbled a little bit more than you saw them humble the Belmont and this Kashin. I felt like it wasn't as powerful as it could have been. You just saw them tripping, and then the story kind of focused more on Goku and Jiren's relationship. And that shit, you're right. Goku always just bang with them, make friends with them after. Cause I'm more hang out with them leads. I just fight with them leads. I'm like, hey, yo, you know, I'm chilling on a Sunday. You want to fight real quick?
Yeah. a strong person is like Goku's idea of just a bad bitch. Like, you want to hang out later? Like,
bitch, you fine.
You got a number? Like, I can talk to you later? Like, what's poppin'? Like, that's how Goku be with strong dudes, dog.
Yeah, cause I'm not used to that shit.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's so rare for him in his universe. Like, no, he's the number one in his universe. No one can just find anybody that can just fight with legit outside of Vegeta. And even Vegeta is not as strong as him. Goku dumbed himself down for Vegeta. Like, he can fight with Vegeta, but Vegeta don't push him. You know? So that shit was funny, dog.
We can't wrap it up without talking about Zeno-san, man. Let me just start by saying I love these guys. It's really one guy, but I love these guys. Both of them, they were entertainment throughout the whole tournament. Yeah, it's fucked up. You playing with people's lives and shit, I get it, but for deities like that, they don't see it as being fucked up. They're just on another level of capacity, so I don't hold it against him. It's his nature to be able to rearrange shit. If you can do it, you will. But while he's here, he was just so funny throughout the tournament. Remember when Vegeta fought Zenos Jiren, and then Jiren fought him up real quick, and then he turned around and said, "Warrior,
Senshu,
Nemule." And then you see one of the Zenosan was called, one of them have a different personality than the other one. The other one was emulate him and turn around and say it again, bro.
Senshu, Nemule.
And you remember the other scene when Goku,
when they finally come in,
bust off a wicked Kamehameha and say, yo, Zeno-sama is a good dude to have in your corner, and that's just part of Goku. He have a way of endearing himself to people. He's so charming, right? So Zeno-sama was part of the tournament of power, and he was really entertaining throughout. From a innocent, well, really not innocent because he's fucking dangerous, but innocent just as a kid, man. He was really in a video game just enjoying the movie. That's really how I felt. And he really looked up to the characters. And once they're emulating Jiren, emulating Goku, that means him really look up to them. And that just goes to show that even though he's all powerful, he still gives deference to exceptional ability. I'm 100% sure that Zeno-sama cannot do Ultra Instinct. Like, every time Goku up in power, he kept saying, oh, Goku Super. Oh no, Goku Super. Now Goku Super. He looked amazed at every turn. You know who didn't look amazed?
Grand Priest.
The Grand Priest was like, oh, I guess this is a super.
He caught up to shit I did like thousands of years ago.
I made up Instinct back in the day before we made the third universe, so it's like, it's kind of dead now, so. We used to
I just can't believe mortals can do it now.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool, I guess. And if anything, I would be. That's really the vibe he gave me throughout the whole tournament before. Just unimpressed, just kind of just a manager overseeing the employees, making sure shit's straight. I guarantee you one thing though: those two soldiers that are standing next to Zeno-sama the whole tournament look equally unimpressed with all the shit that's been going on this whole tournament. They just look ready for whatever. Like, okay, you doing Master Ultra Instinct, y'all. So the Gods of Destruction, y'all gonna stand up for that bullshit? That shit whack. That's really how those two soldiers was looking there the whole time. They just look so bored and just like, unless they were just alert on the job, they getting paid or whatever. So they just gotta look like they on the job, like bodyguards. But they just look so unimpressed with Ultra Instinct. Like I did that in ENC 1101 back in the day, freshman year.
Yeah, like 1000 AD.
Yeah, like it's cool or whatever. I mean, my Ultra Instinct's like gray and pink person. I don't know what this blue shit, but whatever. It must be Saiyans, whatever. But Zeno-sama was a really good, entertaining extra to the tournament of power. Master Grand Priest was a good intrigue, not necessarily entertainment, more so just mysteriousness and intrigue, and his stoicness about wicked events showed me how powerful he is. And of course that goes for the soldiers in the back, the guards, because they are Ultra Instinct out. I can just tell, dog. And I guess we'll talk about how the Gods of Destruction reacted to Ultra Instinct in the previous episode, but love Zeno, he's cool. I would hit him up anytime if I was Goku. I'll press that button just to go play spades with him. He's cool, you know what I'm saying? What you think about Zeno, dog?
Yeah, definitely. I think Zeno is a mirror image of Goku in a lot of ways, to be honest. He's just as innocent and naive as Goku, which makes sense, which lends to the idea that they get along, because remember when Beerus was freaking out when Zeno called Goku to come to his palace to meet him for the first time. Like this guy was literally about to shit himself. Like, Goku, you better chill. Like, we can't get the race based on your manners. Just fucking relax. Like, don't go up there and do your dumb shit. But it really wasn't going to cause that much stress because Goku is just like Zeno. They're the same childish mentality. And I like how the tournament turned out that it showed that Zeno actually had a plan. Although we don't know for sure because the Grand Prix seemed like there's a lot of theories out there that the Grand Prix actually run the whole thing. Zeno is just a face, but the Grand Prix is actually the brains behind the whole thing. Yeah, he's the real figurehead behind everything. So I like how it just showed that the older Grand Prix was like, oh, you know, this is what we're really doing. Like, if it was a selfish way, she'd be gone. But it was really Zeno, and give Zeno the props. And it just gave more depth to the character. It make you feel like he's not just like Zeno is not just a dumb child. Like, as powerful as he is, he still has a mind and a way of doing things and thinking about how doing things. Even if it's shown through the Grand Prix, like that to me is more powerful than just Zeno being the guy that's saying it, doing it. I think that him speaking through the Grand Prix actually is more powerful because it leads out to interpretation. You don't know what's really Zeno's real thinking. It's more the Grand Prix and his interpretation.
And lastly, last thing I want to talk about with this episode, I thought it was really cool how after they wished back the universe like we thought they were gonna do, like there's no way we were gonna just have everybody dead. Like Android Evans 17 wasn't gonna wish for no random shit just because he's a minimalist to begin with. Already he values certain things in life. He values life, happiness, just in general. So he wasn't gonna wish for like a Mercedes and shit like that. So we know that about 17 was gonna be a benevolent wish, not a selfish one. It's a good thing because Zeno-sama would have erased all this shit if he did. But I thought it was good and really interesting at the end to show the individual teams in their universe and get kind of a glimpse as to what their universe looked like. Of course, the Wolves had the shithole universe. Everything was in flames. The Love universe was like real, like trippy, digital. Looked like everybody over there do LSD all day.
Techno.
Yeah. There's a couple of in between joints, but Jiren's universe, admittedly, it looked kind of futuristic. You know, like it looked the
more
scene,
modern.
Yeah, like a modern like society. And you see him glancing off into the universe. Of course, he's thinking about his new man crush Goku. He's not thinking about nobody else. And he's telling Toppo that, look, I can't form relationships with anybody, so I'm unable to. And then Toppo basically says, shut the fuck up. We just got cool on that stage. You got and fought because you thought we were gonna die. So it's all good, man. It's okay to be human, bro. Like, you miss Goku, you gonna hit him up later. And that's allusion to them meeting up later. I'm not sure. I don't think they're gonna let Jiren come in for the rescue or some shit in the Origin of Saiyan movie that's coming out. That would be too soon, I think, to bring him back. But I think they made it clear that Jiren was going to play a part in Goku's future. And then obviously he's not going to be an adversary because he's a good guy to begin with, and we come in and help Goku in a pinch. That's how I feel. And you can put it down, quote me if you want, and come on my IG and debate me. Follow your boy at Darren A. Gardner on IG, and then at Digitized Media Group. Come on there and debate me, man, because I don't think they're gonna bring Jiren back as an adversary. They battle it out. That's how Goku is. He'll fight you to get cool with you. Now you're on his team, and then you'll help him out later. I think he's gonna be in a pinch, and then Jiren is gonna come through and help him out. Goku is gonna be able to sense Jiren somewhere and just instant transmit to him. You know, Goku's trip like that. And I think people don't talk about that's another rant for another day. People don't acknowledge how trill Goku's instant transmission is, but whatever. Yeah, the end of the episode was good, and I think they did a really good job just showing what every episode looked like. You know, what you think, Brent? Well, every universe looked like.
Yeah, man, that Wolves in a piece of shit universe.
Shit was on fire, though.
Those poor wolves. But
the ghetto universe.
man, like Jiren's relationship with Goku is just like any other relationship with every other strong guy in fight him. Always fight them and then show them that you can be strong and still be good. Like Goku, they make Goku really kind of ditzy, like real blonde in Super, but it's the same theme as from Z. Like he's the same light-hearted, funny guy, easy, laid-back person, but super strong because of the same heritage. So Jiren, I don't think he's gonna come back in the movie. I think he's coming back later on in the arc when Dragon Ball Super comes back. But definitely, but yeah, hell yeah, the instant transmission. Goku can pop up real quick. Hey Jiren, like I sent your power over here, like turning up. I'm just help you out real quick. If you wanna fuck these dudes up, and then we can get a little one-on-one later, just to chill, like get me up. Like that's what it's going to be. Jiren know for the first time in his life since his trauma has developed a relationship with somebody who he actually respects, somebody that can actually fight toe to toe with him. Like it's not some bullshit for him. So props to Topper for talking some sense to Jiren, because his comment he made was like, I can't form a relationship. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like your stamina was completely gone until I gave you some props, and then all of a sudden you just came out of nowhere with some strength. Like get over yourself, bro. Like you're strong, and we all learned a lesson from Goku after this tournament. Trust, friendship. That's what gets you the power. Like it's not just you by yourself. So I'm looking forward to seeing some future arcs with Jiren. I think he's a great character. I love the fact that we didn't get to see his real personality until the end, because normally they show the personality in the beginning and you kind of figure them out. But I was watching this tournament the whole time trying to figure out Jiren's personality. Never said a word. And Toei did it like that on purpose. Like Toei's idea of Jiren was he's super strong and he does not talk. So that I love that it stuck to that, and it was unique, it was different. He's a good guy. We'll forget that sometimes, that he's not bad. He's really good. He's just super strong. So I love how his character finished up nicely, and that he actually made friends with Goku. That smirk at the end, it's priceless. Like Goku was like, yeah, I want to see you again, bro. Like he gave away the wish. Definitely. I think that kind of told Jiren, alright, just chill. I fucked you up, but I'm gonna bring you back real quick. Just go away for a little bit. It's cool. Dispo and all them, Dispo, they were assholes throughout the tournament. They're good guys, but they didn't really wrap up their characters, which makes sense. Jiren is the real main character from Universe 11, and he's the most interesting one to me. Besides Belmont, I think Belmont is the second most interesting character, and then Toppo, because we're so used to Beerus's God of Destruction behavior that we're not used to this completely malevolent God of Destruction like Belmont. Like he's more of an asshole than Beerus. So yeah, definitely Jiren is now one of my favorite characters. I think they did a great job with him, and he was a perfect challenge for Goku. Somebody that was just raw brute strength to bring out Goku's potential. And they dropped hints through the tournament. Goku was making wishes to just meet. So when he fought Ribrianne, he was like, and she asked him what his wish. He was like, you know what? I might give a wish to my sons or my wife or I kind of wish for somebody that's more strong than I've ever met in my life. Even though when he made that comment, I was like, so what about Beers? I guess Beers is not as strong as Jiren. Like, question mark. What's up? But strong as Beerus or not, he was up there, and he definitely pushed Goku to a point that he's never been before. So, hands down respect for Jiren all around. Who don't love this guy? Like, you just want to buy a T-shirt with his face on the front right now.
No, he kind of trash. So, yep, I'm just grateful to the Dragon Ball gods, aka Toei, for blessing us with more Dragon Ball. Just period. Dragon Ball Super was dope. I got into it late. Admittedly, I was in the middle of pharmacy school and shit, not watching TV. So I'm just grateful for more Dragon Ball. Period. It's ended right now, but I think it's gone, but not permanently gone. After the movie, they're going to give us something more. It's too big of a cash cow. And I think the Tournament of Power for me personally has been my favorite arc of Dragon Ball. Period. Point blank, period. That's over Cell. That's over Boo. That's over the Saiyan saga when Raditz and them showed up. That's over the Namek saga.
Ultra Instinct transformation beat Super Saiyan.
Yes. The Ultra Instinct transformation was legendary. Like, this is the stuff of a legend that's going to be disseminated amongst all the universes, from the angels to the strongest fighters, about a Saiyan warrior named Son Goku. Is what they call him, because everybody speaks Japanese in all the universes apparently. And they gonna say about the Saiyan's legend is gonna grow. The legend of super strong Ultra Instinct Saiyans is gonna just spread, and I'm just grateful that we got a chance as Dragon Ball fans to just see just more. They could have given me anything. The hair could have been orange. I didn't care. Super Saiyan orange. As long as they gave us more Dragon Ball, I'd have been content. The Tournament of Power was wicked. It was everything as I imagined it would be, and I'm just grateful.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, Ultra Instinct transformation was something that I think Dragon Ball fans deserved after years of Dragon Ball GT bullshit. Like, we were just looking for the next high and the next challenge that one of our favorite characters, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, etc. would just face and rise above. And one of the overarching themes of this tournament, and throughout Dragon Ball in general, is that they don't do it by themselves. Like, Goku could not have done this by himself. He couldn't have fought all these universes by himself. He brought his family and friends with him, and we witnessed him just tackling it all with the help of his friends and family, to reach a new pinnacle of strength as a human mortal and as a Saiyan. It's fascinating. It's really fascinating. His father would be proud. The prince of all of his original Saiyan culture was there to witness the pinnacle of Saiyan strength. Like, Toei says that this is the strongest Goku ever be. We'll see, but it was a long, arduous ride. We saw a growth of all of our characters. I think that despite not giving certain characters certain attention, I think like Tien, some people were bitching about Tien not getting enough fanfare.
He's trash though.
Krillin, Master Roshi got more play than Tien, which is fine because Roshi's a boss. But it was a good tournament, a good arc. It was hands down the best arc of Dragon Ball in history, in our opinion. I think you'd agree with me, right?
I would agree.
Yeah, definitely. And Vegeta reached God of Destruction tier. He didn't get Ultra Instinct like we all wanted, but he reached a new level of power, so he can't complain. Definitely. If Goku leave Earth for one day and some super strong bad guy pop up, Vegeta can't handle it. Or even Gohan strong too. Like, Gohan,
he's still Kaioshin, man.
He's still Kaioshin.
He's still a second tier.
Like, can still bang with Super Saiyan Blue. Like, that's not bullshit.
Yeah.
And even 17 was the MVP. He came through in a way that nobody expected, and as much as we love Goku, 17 was just as entertaining and as inspiring as Goku, in my opinion. And Super not ended. There's no way Super going to finish now. They can't. It's make too much money for them. And after Supers built up their fan base, after GT was such a dull ride, I don't think Super going anywhere. We're looking forward to the movie. I hope Ultra Instinct is in there in some way, shape, or form. Probably not. But if it is, that would be great. What I want to see next is Goku challenge Beerus. I think that's what everybody wants to see now after Ultra Instinct. What is Beerus going to be able to do against Goku now if Beerus pushes into Ultra Instinct? I want to see that. And I know DG wants to see that too. So like, let's just see how it goes. But thank you Toei for giving us something special. We're looking forward to see what else you do next. Take a break, relax, chill, and come back with some more good shit. Definitely.
Like I said, thanks for watching the video, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments. Tell us if you agree with any of the things that we said based on scene by scene. And follow your boy on Instagram, Darren A. Gardner, and Digitize Media Group. Come on there and just tell us what you think. Let us know what episodes you want us to review, and just talk to us, man. We cool. We'll follow back, holler back, all that.